Hey guys, this is ggurface. I got my hand on a bunch of replays, and this is going to be the Intel Extreme Masters Cup. It's a lot of pro players, a lot of games, and a lot of learning. Right now we have game number 1. We're still in the group stages between DuckloadRa playing Protoss and MaDFroG playing Zerg. MaDFroG is spawning at the 3 o'clock position, and DuckloadRa is at the 9 o'clock position. The map is Lost Temple, and these players are very well known for their distinctive styles, and we're going to see what they're going to throw down this game. Here we see the Zerg player and the Protoss player. The Protoss player is throwing an early pylon outside of his building, outside of his base, maybe an early expansion coming up very, very soon. And we see a spawning pool going down at 9. MaDFroG scouting the wrong direction, but that's okay. It's still very early in the game. And we'll see that will these two cross paths? No, they will not cross path. MaDFroG is sending his overlord in the right direction now. Spawning pool coming up. Ooh, I can't wait till this game gets underway. This is a very exciting series, and I've actually seen a couple of games, and this is one of them. It's very, very fun to watch how the pros apply their new tactics, and we can only hope to emulate some of their success, as these are the guys to know and the guys to beat. We do see a gateway coming out for DuckloadRa, and the Zerg will be going the correct direction now. I think he did see that probe coming in, and the probe is coming in, and he's trying to do some harass. No, he's not. He's just scouting, seeing that there's still one base Zerg at the moment, and he's going to check the expansion, and no, there is not an expansion. He's confirming there is not an expansion. Here we see one drone fighting it out with a pylon. Well, the pylon's not really fighting back. And here we see the probe getting stuck. Very important. If you want to know how to unstuck your probe, it's behind the enemy and in between buildings. You right click him on a mineral patch. So for instance, if that probe was stuck behind there, you right click on this mineral patch or this mineral patch or some mineral patch, and your probe will go right through it. Here we see some Zerglings. The probe did spot the Zerglings coming across the map, and he does not have the Zealot yet, but he's chrono boosting it. He's probably going to have to take some probes offline. He does take some probes offline. And here's very important, very first encounter, and the Zealot is fighting the Zerglings. One Zergling goes down, two Zerglings go down, 3, 4 Zerglings go down, 5 Zerglings, and 6 Zerglings. And the Zerglings are out, and this Zealot is almost on the way. Wow, that was a very nice play by DuckloadRa, bringing some probes to help his little Zealot, because the Zealot was not going to be able to take down all those Zerglings. And here we see 2 probes do go down, and we see 1 Zergling with 2 HP. 2 HP Zergling. One more hit from the probe would have been done. And now this Zergling is going to serve as a good scout probably for the remainder of the game if he goes unchecked. Additional drones being produced at the moment. If we see that DuckloadRa is actually have only 1 Zealot, not a very safe situation to be in, but then that is of course because he's a little bit ahead economically, whereas the Zerg player MaDFroG does not have as many probes, and these 2 Zealots are getting surrounded. No, this Zealot's still staying alive, relatively healthy, and it's like, ooh, he needs to run, and he does not get away, but this Zealot, he's going to try to keep themselves alive as long as possible so the cannon can spawn, and he's coming in. Will the Zealot survive? 4 HP. Ooh, the final hit from the Zergling does get the Zealot now, but this Zealot that had 2 HP is still inside the base, and he's going to be able to check out exactly what's inside DuckloadRa's base. Sorry, I had to catch my breath there. That was some exciting action, too exciting for me. I just had like a nerdgasm over this game. In any event, this Zergling is still checking out this base, and let's see if he runs in cannon. He does not run the cannon. He's able to run around the cannon. He's running around this little vast beam geyser, and he's gonna go back into the base. This probe is not able to catch up to the Zergling. The Queen is going to be spawning in the natural expansion, and as we see more and more units pumped out from each player, and we see the Protoss player DuckloadRa has going to be taking his expansion relatively soon, as he did have to build the cannons and the forge before he can actually expand, unlike the Zerg, which can just throw down an expansion pretty much anywhere and then just spine crawler up it. Pylon going down, the Zergling's still hanging around. Oh man, this Zergling. What a nice Zergling. 3 kills for that Zergling, and he's hanging around. That's got to be the most important Zergling of all of Starcraft. Here we see a spine crawler coming up, and this probe is hitting it, but the probe is going to get away. Yes, he is. The probe gets away, and then we see 2 Zealots. I think this gateway, yeah, the gateway is rallied to this spine crawler, trying to take it down early if possible. This probe still chasing the Zergling around. Will the Zergling go down? No, the probe actually runs away. And will he take down this probe and get a 4th kill? Oh my god, this might be a really nice kill for the Zerg if he can get it. Let's see the Zerglings over there. These two Zila actually back away from the Spine Crawler because it did finish in time. And no, the Zergling's not able to get another kill. That probe was able to get away. But man, the Zergling's still alive inside the base, still scouting. Very, very cute play by MaDFroG. A very top tier player, as we have seen him previously versus his matches with Liquid TLO. A very fun match. Zergling still lies inside the base, as Cybernetic Core has recently gone up. He doesn't have any anti-air units, but he does have quite a bit of Zealots. Maybe he's going to want to make a push for it. The Zergling's still alive inside the base, and more units are being pumped out, Zerglings, and we see Zealots. One Zergling, that's the only attacking unit. This is the only attacking unit for MaDFroG. Oh man, this entertains me to no end, this one Zergling. Oh Starcraft, oh Zergling, oh you. We see the Cybernetic Core is being chrono boosted for the Warp Gate technology. Zergling still alive. Ooh, and finally he meets his demise by overstepping his boundaries against the probe. And then we should see a bunch of Zealots trying to get in. It's very important that MaDFroG contains these Zealots here within the range of the Spine Crawler, because then he will have a severe advantage fighting these Zealots, and he does manage to keep them there, but he did lose one Queen and a couple of Zerglings. Not too bad, but he did prevent a nice breakout attempt by DuckloadRa. Right now is DuckloadRa who is low on units. He only has one Zealot versus 25 Zerglings. Well, maybe these Zerglings heard it when I said that and are moving out across the map aggressively. These two probes holding each other's hands, not quite knowing what they're going to do. Aspire is going down, because maybe he heard me that there was no anti-air either. Ooh, and this one throw down a force field. Oh, he did not throw down a force field at the correct place. Maybe he needs to throw down a force field at his base ramp, and he does throw down a force field there. These Zerglings are not actually attacking the probes. Maybe they want to attack the probes and get out of range of this cannon. They're just kind of bouncing around, not knowing exactly where to go. But then these probes do come off the line, and they're going to be protected by the cannon. Another force field goes down. I don't know if that was necessary, as these units should be able to take down these Zerglings. And in the meantime, all is well. First upgrade for the ground attack level 1, as well as a observers being boosted out and about. Spire almost finishing. Some anti-air units coming out for DuckloadRa. If we take a look at the income tab, both players about even, as it is 2 bases versus 2 bases, but we do see a heavier investment in army size for DuckloadRa at the moment. This observer moving out across the map, a third base, second expansion going up for MaDFroG. The Zergling goes down, no problem. Let's see what this observer is able to see. I don't think he knows about the third base. Yes, he does not know about the third base as yet. DuckloadRa does not know about the third base. Now here we see 2 additional Spine Crawlers going up. Very, very nice game sense, sensing that there's going to be trouble very, very shortly. And then we do see some Mutalisks spawning for MaDFroG, as well as some Zerglings. Ooh, this could get very interesting very quickly. They are going around the map, but this observer did catch a glimpse of those Mutalisks, and this observer might be scanning for the third base, and he'll be able to see it. And some units are going back inside the base. And here we do see a robotics bay going up at the moment, and these units are, oh, and he canceled the robotics bay once the Mutalisks got within range. And these Mutalisks will have to hightail out of there, as there's too many ground units to deal with, as the Mutalisks do not have as much range and are not very great against Stalkers if they are to fight one-on-one without not counting the mobility of either units. I'm just talking about damage-wise, they don't want to engage at the moment. And Zerglings do rush in the middle, and there are some cannons there, but the probes are going down. 1 probe, 2 probes, and the Zerglings are going down as well. And then we see the Mutalisks are coming in for some action, and the Zerglings are retreating. Cannons are being replenished. The Mutalisks are picking down the probes in the back. 3 probes goes down, 4 probe goes down, and then these Mutalisks have to retreat, and the observer is actively observing the battlefield. As we see the upgrade for Protoss shield, I think, yeah, Protoss armor, as well as blink, very good choice there against these Mutalisks. And we see a potential push perhaps from DuckloadRa and do kill off a Zergling that was at the scout tower, and I think he's gonna go for the third base because he knows the third base is not very well defended, as he saw with his observer. Some more units warping in at base to defend in case there is some Mulus harassment, and the Mulus, as well as some Zerglings, no, just Mulus, mainly Mulus, are going for the main base, as they're going to be able to take down this base no problem. And then the Mulus are flying into the main base. He's trying to decide if he wants to engage, and he's going to go around the high ledge. Maybe instead he get a couple of shots off. There is only one Stalker here, so he was able to take it down. Takes down a second Stalker, one Mulus goes down, a third Stalker goes down, and a second Mulus goes down. And then he's hightailing out of there and trying to get some shield regeneration. In the meantime, DuckloadRa has taken out the third base in the second expansion for MaDFroG, and MaDFroG here is catching a probe, just hanging out by himself in the wilderness. He should probably blink in here if he has blink. Do you have blink? Blink! Yes, he does. He almost sniped that off. If he had blink just a split second early, he could have probably picked off one or two Mulus, as some of them are quite low in HP. These spine crawlers are serving as great defense and also a great deterrent for MaDFroG, as DuckloadRa does not want to engage, which is a very good thing for MaDFroG, as he's not that healthy in units right now. Ooh, we see some Dark Templars moving across the map, as he did cancel the robotics bay for a Dark Shrine. Let's see how much damage these could do. You usually do not want to clump these up, as if they get... Ooh, I think MaDFroG actually spots these. And he does spot an Overseer is coming up, and then these Dark Templars are just attacking random stuff, or they take down one spine crawler, second spine crawler going down. I don't think that's what he should be targeting. He should probably be targeting the economy, and then two Dark Templars goes down, a third one going down, and a fourth one going down.